Into the action now we go. WOPA going to be starting on that CT side. Obviously, this is a big map here for Granny Knockers. As we mentioned before, it is a map that both teams look fairly competent on, yet Mirage, a bit of unknown territory for Granny Knockers. You are seeing a very passive pistol here. Neither team wanting to make any mistakes in this scenario. Streakin now going to be pushing out. Oh, he spotted the player towards close hard. Vesta will take him down. Bit of a back and forth of Magila and Baggies finding Zeden and Vesta, but with Slime's kill through the smoke, it gives a real advantage now. WOPA have got the health, they've got the kit on Leaks, and they've got every opportunity to take the pistol round here. Noffy still holding for these flanks, anticipating a late lurk from Ramp, and now they aggress their way on now. Great find from Leagues, Noffy as well to take down Sadivo. It's all on Magila. Julie's in hand, will find the first. Bomb is planted for him. Oh, the nade, I like the idea of it. He spotted that they're both not on the bomb, so Magila can just wait. Heavy drop here from Noffy. It's going to be a double swing from the CTs, and they can comfortably win the retake here. Very nice stuff. Seems somewhat simple for WOPA on that retake, but as I said, we were expecting them to find it just based off the fact that obviously they had the kit, they had the, you know, the players, they had the health. It was all going to go their way. But a good start here for WOPA. This being their opponent's map pick, a success story and nuke for them should result, or could at least result in a 2-0, just on the basis that Mirage is just that unknown territory here for WOPA. Vesta. M4 in hand. Plenty of rifles here for WOPA, which I do actually like. Sometimes you'll see the opting for, you know, 3-4 SMGs, which I think can always go wrong. But I like the decision they've made here. Nice find from Nuffy. Can take down Baggies as well. Vesta. Oh, down to 6 HP as he drops. And the MP9 of Zeden will find. But second round secured here for WOPA. With this being the first full life for Granny Knockers, they've got a chance, but we saw a couple Deagles in play, a couple P250s, and I think when you've opted for that, we're always going to be seeing a slight lack in the utility. Now, some form of aggression shown here towards the A-bomb side. We've got the outside smokes coming through. Slime now playing close to the squeaky door. Oh, tagged down to 9 points of health there. Great damage from Baggies. But a 5-on-5 here. A low HP Slime and a real lack of control as Sadivo has been able to make his way down Secret. Ooh, back and forth damage dealt, but Vesta and Noffy can find Magila and Streakin quite comfortably. They've got that 2-man advantage now, regardless of how much damage Granny Knockers have done. The kills not gone their way yet. Nothing. A really strong start so far on map number 1. 4-0. I mentioned Noffy being a player that can kind of struggle a little, but looking strong so far, and that could be a real difference maker for WOPA. Usually it's Leaks that is that kind of top performer that can put up these consistent numbers. Important find from Slocker here, but Zeden goes 1 for 1. And with Leaks finding, it's a 1 versus 3 here for Baggies, and although so much damage has been dealt here to the CTs, it might not matter. Still got 3 players to find. Certainly not an easy fight, but the smoke towards main will give some time to work with. Needs to have a little bit of a look towards heaven, but the CTs are just going to regroup, and this is where things can become so tough for them. Sitting on the center of the bomb site here. WOPA won't be ready for this. We'll be playing under the assumption that he's made his way into heart or something, but no, WOPA still successful here as they attain their third, and it's devastating for Granny Knockers. They deal so much damage. They get 2 players down to 1 HP, but just unable to get the kills. It's really unfortunate. But a very strong start here for WOPA on the CT side of Nuke. And something to point out, WOPA's CT side, same with Granny Knockers, is absolutely excellent. Both teams with a very, very good win rate on Nuke. But look, it's been an exciting game so far. We've had these kind of back and forth moments. A Tech 9 investment here for Granny Knockers. Potential for a fast pop here towards the A-bomb site. I think that would be the right decision as they lean towards Hut, but Zed and MP9 on top of Hut. And that's where things can get a little bit difficult. Molotov to be set. Vesta. It's so simple for Vesta here. They try and drop the smoke in the molly, but in doing so, it becomes so tough. And with the volumetric smokes, smoking the molly in Hut seems so difficult to deal with. You can see just the sheer volume of that smoke. To Devo, he can spot it while not even in Hut, and it goes all the way out of the door. And it just makes it so difficult for the T's to emerge. So many unknown angles, and with the suppressor from Vesta, even less information for them to work with. But a very well dealt with A rush from WOPA. With this strong start though, WOPA definitely need to continue, because I think we all know that Granny Knockers can be just as successful on their CT side. I feel like a map like Nuke is one of which you really can never take your foot off the gas. You can't keep, you can never stop applying pressure and gaining these rounds, because that's where things can fall a little bit out of favour. We talk about Nuke being such a CT sided map. If we can see, Granny Knockers find 4 or 5 rounds on it, I think they'll be pretty confident as we head into that second half. But finally it is seen an AWP, which is taking some time, round 5, wielded by Slocker currently. Already though with Slime towards Secret, this is where things could become a little tough if Granny Knockers aren't prepared for it. But Molly down Secret, it's going to force Slime off the angle, and Sadivo could be looking to get aggressive here. Slocker having a slight look above red box, but nothing seen towards Heaven, nothing seen towards Deep CT. Ooh, Sadivo jiggles the angle, of which Slime drops the smoke behind, and this is going to force Granny Knockers to head towards the A-bomb site. Leaks, he's in a very good position here, 8k in hand, so after firing off the first shot will give away his position. The flash not good enough, and now Zeden tucked away back at here towards CT vent, and Zeden can find baggies quite comfortably, and now they've got to deal with Leaks for very limited time, and Leaks just delaying for his team. And with Zeden finding Sadivo, it's going to be impossible for Granny Knockers here. It's a 2-on-4, it's a locked off A-bomb site, and it's a double kill for Zeden to secure him 4. Zeden, a player that I've quite heavily, I don't want to say I've discredited him as an individual, but I feel like in the games I've watched in the past, Zeden has never impressed. Zeden's been a very, very poor individual, but today, Zeden definitely stepping up. You look at his last 3 months, a 0.61 rating. That's what I'm talking about, folks. But Zeden massively stepping up in that round. Slime now on the York can find Sadivo. A lovely shot there from Noppy onto Bag. He's going to stick around to deal even more damage. Sends the flashbang so he can fall back. Already a second player towards B. This is going to be such a tough bomb site for them to break into. And oh, Noppy, he's 7-0. 3 players on the WOPA side with 7 kills. I mentioned, both teams have a strong CT side, but similarly, they have success on their T side. We need to see more here from Granny Knockers. The Lithuanian side really, really struggling so far on Nuke. Obviously, with it being an early morning game, with it being kind of one of those, early starts, we could always talk about teams maybe just not being so warmed up, but Great aggression here from Streaken, though, can find both Slime and Noffy. The A-ramp aggression not panned out very well, not in the slightest, and Slocker able to find Vesta through the smoke, and this is where Leaks has got to go huge. Able to take down Sadivo. Zeeden as well now looking to aggress. Timing's excellent for Zeeden, and Zeeden can double down. Streaken will be found as well. It puts Magila in this 1 versus 2 scenario. With the bomb drop, Leaks can make his way through ramp as well, and this is where the round becomes very, very difficult here. Slight anticipation that Magila could be making his way down from top ramp, or top lobby, sorry, but deep smoke thrown. Slight gap within, and Zeeden now playing around it. The bomb's been retrieved. Zeeden's got his knife out. This is where timing could be excellent for Magila. Just creeping round the corner, surely to spot out Zeeden. Will take him down, and it puts Leaks in the one-on-one. Magila, so prepared for heaven. Makes his way into main. He has got a Molotov, but Leaks with a smoke. Magila, little look towards outside. Now slightly worried about lobby. Molotov to come through here in Hut. Leaks progressing through the bomb site. Steps will have been heard here from Magila, and Leaks can drop the smoke. Attempt at the defusal, but Magila playing towards main, and Granny Knockers, they put their first round on the board. But it all started off with that double kill there from Streaken towards ramp. Absolutely excellent. But we've seen a real change here for Zeeden. He's had an excellent game so far. Potentially it was kind of the nerves of being on, you know, a very, very strong kind of roster here. I feel like we've seen him on, you know, teams like Atlantic, 9 Academy, Sashi as well, to be fair. Sashi are a very strong looking team. But I feel like now Zeeden's realised he's kind of no longer playing in the, I guess you could say, the Academy roster scene. He's trying to make his way into these HLTV games, and he's got to put up better performances. And I feel like this is certainly one to talk about when you look at Zeeden. He's able to find his 10. Zeeden's a player with a 0.61 rating, currently on 11 kill. Make it 12. Finds Zedivo with ease. An absolutely incredible game here for Zeeden. But what a change of pace it's been. What a difference here. I think the second we saw the vetoes come through, WOPA, they looked favoured. But no one expected this kind of result, especially with the fact that it's being heavily helped out by the likes of Zeeden, the most unlikely of players to be putting up this type of performance. And no disrespect, I'm just going off stats, I'm going off what I've seen from this individual. It's not been enough in the past, but Zeeden stepping up massively here. It is a 3-on-3, a real possibility here for Granny Knockers. The problem is, already 2 players low, 1 without armour. Magila with so much work to do here, and Vesta as he creeps closer will find Slocker. A lot of control taken now towards lobby. Magila makes his way up the vent and will find Vesta. Can creep his way down, and this will have been heard. Oh, Zeeden, he's able to get his first now to deal with Magila, but not realising that he heard the player drop down the vent. Clearly, the information wasn't relayed that Magila was in fact the one to get the kill. And now it's Noffy, a one-on-one. Another clutch required here. Magila dodges the flash. Great positioning from Magila. And it's another clutch to give Granny Knockers a round. That's back-to-back 1v2s here. Granny Knockers, the only rounds that they have won have been in these clutches. Very, very difficult to replicate. But I feel like this game only started mere seconds ago, and WOPA not only have attained the half, but opportunities to find double digits here. And although it might sound far-fetched, but with 3 rounds remaining, a real possibility. Oh, the aggression here towards ramp is excellent. Nothing. Gonna be peeking the pre-fire. So prepared, but Slocker posted up with the AWP. Can find Zeeden. damage here onto Sadivo, but he can find leaks through the smoke. Vesta with the kill onto Magila, but Baggies with a quick trade. And now it's a clutch here for WOPA. A very tough one for Noffy. Oh, he has been spotted, surely to be found. He's 2 HP in the 1 versus 2.
Oh, nearly takes down Sadivo, and then he's against the AWP. That's where health doesn't matter, but Granny Knockers again, they continue. And this is a really, really nice change of pace here for Granny Knockers. Exactly what they need on their map selection. A loss here on Nuke could be disastrous for them. But finally, with a streak of rounds, finally with kind of a look of confidence and something a little bit more convincing to what we've seen. Obviously, this Granny Knocker side have kind of been propelled into, I guess you could say, these kind of HLTV scenarios. We've seen a fair bit from this Lithuanian side when it comes to the regional leagues, when it comes to kind of other online events, but now this is their time to shine. This is their time to kind of make a name for themselves. And when you look at what they've done, you know, we've seen good victories out of Granny Knockers in the past. It was, you know, a victory against Namiga. We saw them beat Cybershow. We've seen a victory against Game of Gladiators. You know, I feel like Granny Knockers this side have done quite a lot ever since their introduction to this organisation. So I've been very, very impressed with Granny Knockers. I'm excited to see what the peak of this roster can get to, but while I was yapping and yammering, we do see WOPA take another round. They get themselves 8, and an 8-4 scoreline. It's not something that's impossible to see on Nuke. It's not as though it's never going to be able to see a comeback come through, but I mentioned 8-4. We're going to have to see Granny Knockers take this round, and all leaks! So much damage through the smoke, and Vesta's able to find Streaking as well. It puts a tough scenario here for Magila. A 1 versus 4 with just a deagle, and he will fall on WOPA. WOPA can get themselves 9 here. An absolutely excellent performance from WOPA. The CT side, obviously strong for Nuke, but this is their opponent's map pick, and it begs the question. Obviously, Granny Knockers, they picked kind of into their own game plan, but definitely should have had a look at the WOPA side, because WOPA are also very, very good here on Nuke, and it's clear to see. Something I want to point out as well. Nuke is a map that generally we see WOPA being the team to pick it. In their previous series, you know, in the previous victories, they're always the team to pick it on the basis that WOPA, in fact, of the rounds they've won here on Nuke, 60% of them have been on the T side. Which just goes to show, you know, they're finding a lot of rounds here on this T side. We're talking 7-8 rounds. So Granny Knockers are in a very, very scary scenario, and a great opener here from Slime. Can find Magila. Already so much damage dealt onto Sadivo. We're seeing taps through the smoke, but it might not matter. Bomb down now. Granny Knockers. Work to do in the retake, not only disadvantage, but utilities low, health not perfect. And I think if you're Granny Knockers, you should just go for the save. This is going to be such a tough round to win anyway, but they're giving it a go. Shuriken spotted Noffy, dealt with him quite nicely. Has got a smoke and a defuse kit, definitely going to have to be used. They haven't spotted Vesta. Oh, player on top of Silos here, but Vesta's got to go down, but the kit's going to be tough to retrieve. Somehow, this round's been made somewhat possible, but Baggies now realises doesn't have the defuse kit. And WOPA, they win the pistol, they find themselves double digits. But this is a really, really tough game so far for Granny Knockers. Obviously, this is a Group A elimination game. A loss here will be an elimination from the play-in stage here in Series 10. It's scary times here. It really is for Granny Knockers. The anticipation for Mirage, very limited. We haven't seen them play it at all on HLTV, so this is where WOPA very, very heavily favoured if they do secure things here on Nuke, but the trajectory that they're showing, it should go their way. They've got a 7-round lead. They've just won the pistol. We are seeing the force buy out here from Granny Knockers, and the tag onto Zeden's excellent. Sadivo aware of the player towards top main as well. Magila, top hut. the lone defender here towards A. So much trust put on the shoulders here for Magila. Already plenty of players down towards the lower site though. And this is where things could become very difficult for Granny Knockers. They're slowly going to be taking control of lobby at the 1 minute mark. But I don't think it matters. We've got 3 players on the lower side for WOPA, one of them being Zed and the low HP. But the bomb can go down quite comfortably. Magila makes his way up on top of the silos, can find Vesta. An important kill, and now Noffy to creep outside, needs to find this pick onto Sadivo. Successful, and Noffy again can take down Baggies in Slime, will find the rotating Streaken, and WOPA attain 11, and it looks like they're going to give it a go, just on the basis that Slock has done so much damage with this scout, but it's all on Magila. He needs a 1 versus 4 ace clutch, but they're all low HP. Oh, could have been around here for Magila, but Granny Knockers, they can't opt to go for it. They're not confident enough, which is understandable. It's a Magila 1v4. I believe a Galil is dropped towards outside. But this is so tough here for Granny Knockers. It's going to have to be a force until the end type scenario. Slime could give up his life here to the MP9. Oh, he's so low. And that's an AK that can be retrieved, and that's huge. That's a vital weapon. One of which could change the outcome here of round number 15. But 11-3 already. We mentioned that both these teams have had dominant results on Nuke as of recent. A 13-1 against Fluffy Gangsters for Granny Knockers. A 13-3 against Fluffy Gangsters for WOPA. I guess it's clear to see that Nuke isn't a confident map for Fluffy Gangsters. That's all that shows. But WOPA look far better here than their opponents. It has to be said. So much work for Magila to do. M4 has been dropped across the Baggies as well. Leaks. Oh, Magila falls. That's the rifle. That's the premium weapon taken down for Granny Knockers. Oh, Leaks. Leaks, you cheeky man. Throws the AK atop main. Able to retrieve the other. And still find Sadivo. Now Streaken. Timing is going to be everything. Can find the first spots the second. Now the realization that lobby is going to be the main point, the main focal point here for WOPA. But still, kills going their way. Noffy can double down, and it's a spray transfer for Noffy. He gets 3 rotating into lobby. And WOPA, they get themselves their 12th. And this is a far different performance here from WOPA to what we expected. You look at Vesta, Zed, and Noffy Leaks. They're all putting up numbers. Slime as well. Hasn't really been needed. Still 10-7. Yet for Granny Knockers, it's only Magila. And still a negative KD here for the start. But it's 12-3. This is Granny Knockers' map pick. This game screaming of a 2-0. If WOPA fumble here and lose the series, embarrassment is the only word that can be used to describe it. But Leaks, now creeping towards outside. We've seen the success he's been able to gain previously. Got that double that kind of secured the round, gave everything to WOPA. Although somewhat ripped away, it was Noffy to stand tall in that lobby re-aggression. It's going to be this ramp play. And just the presence that Leaks has shown alone here towards outside is enough to draw these rotations. Magila here down towards Secret already, but no one to come his way. Leaks, top silo. The double rotation here, but Slime finds the first. And now Slocker to re-peek, and he's found again. It's a 5-on-3 here. Already we've got to play it down to the lower side, but Sadivo finds nothing. Magila rotating in, but he's 15 points of health. Game, set, match here. Oh, we might just see a knife kill, but Magila realizing he can't. He's not in the right position. Magila can find, though. Rotation coming in here from Slime. He's towards top ramp. Magila are aware of a player behind the silos, but can't find him. Great pre-fire and pre-aim here from Magila. Brings it down to this 2-on-3, but Zeden and Noffy combine to end it all. And WOPA, they close out map 1 in a 13-3 fashion. This was Granny Knocker's map pick, but it certainly didn't look like it. Absolutely exceptional performance here from WOPA. They take their opponent's map pick so quickly. The dominance they show, surely to translate to Mirage. And with it being their map pick, and one of which we haven't seen much from Granny Knockers, this is where things could become so tough. Talk about an uphill battle. But I think Granny Knockers, we need to see a real change and a real kind of improvement when it comes to the individuals, because we didn't really see enough. But obviously Mirage, going to be that second map of the series, a strong opportunity for WOPA to close it out in 2. But obviously we will be jumping to a break beforehand.
Are you sick of just opening cases?
Join the events. At each event, you can find special cases from which tokens fall. Tokens are your ticket into a world of unique awards. For tokens, you can buy a skin, premium, or special balance. Try your luck in the skin generator. Also, you can leave your tokens at the token vault. And the more tokens you keep, the better skin you'll get. Add variety to opening cases with Hellcase.
Do you have any unnecessary skins or want to sell them? Try Skin Place. Visit the website, select the skins you want to use. Easily fill your Steam trade link. Make sure we offer good prices and choose a payment method. Hit the button and boom! Instant cash. Safety. Low commissions. Instant payouts. Skin Place.
Granny knockers, has to be said. There we go, all sorted now. Yeah, obviously not the greatest of games for Granny knockers. A 13-3 on their map pick, really lacking in performance. I feel like as well, WOPA played absolutely exceptionally. Not only was it the calling and the kind of the reads that worked perfectly for them, but the individuals looked incredible. A player that I was very impressed by is Zeden. Usually Zeden has pretty poor performances, I think that's pretty safe to say. Zeden, in fact, attaining a 1.31 rating that game. Just to let everyone at home know, before that game, Zeden's average rating was 0.61. Already, it's gone up to 0.65. Which just goes to show the impact and the kind of the increase in rating just based off that one game. But look, there's opportunity still here for Granny Knockers, but obviously with it being Mirage, with it being a map that they're not too confident on, this is where things could get very difficult for them. But WOPA going to be starting on the T side here as it is their map selection. A strong start here for Granny Knockers will instill some confidence and will kind of keep things a real possibility. I guess you could say the one big positive about it being a map like Mirage, it's a map played, known by all, and you know, it's one of the CS classics, and that's why I think we've still got a chance here for Granny Knockers. Oh, Vesta trying to dodge his teammate's flash, but in doing so, will fall to Magila. Magila was a player who was fairly consistent, putting up numbers here for Granny Knockers, and certainly is doing so now as he's got himself a third kill. Got to deal with the player towards under balcony, and Sadivo, he peeks quite unnecessarily, but it leaves Slime in a 1 versus 3, a treacherous task for him to attain, but still possible. It's a pistol round. Anything can happen. But Slime creeping out, spots the head of the first, spamming away with a P250, and we know the P250, more of a weapon that you got to take your time with, go for the taps, but sadly not possible here for WOPA, so the pistol round will go the way of GK. Big start here for Granny Knockers. Something I don't actually like to see though is you look at the investment from Granny Knockers, there is 4 MP9s. Which means in the next round, when facing off against the AKs, against the premium weapons for WOPA, that's where we're going to see some weaknesses. And already, we talk about it time and time again. Okay, yeah, the MP9s are going to be beneficial. We're going to be seeing money made off the back of them. But is it really beneficial? When in reality, we're going to be seeing 4 of them in the next. We're going to have to see something very aggressive here for Granny Knockers. I'm expecting palace pushes. I'm expecting deep apartments plays. A fight for middle will be near impossible against the AKs. But a good start here for Granny Knockers. Has to be said. Look now though. WOPA with their first weaponry investment got to show up and shape up here. Got to re-establish the dominance that we saw on Nuke. But there it is. first set of aggression shown, and Slime deals with Sedivo quite comfortably. We are seeing Magila take up his deep position, of which Slime, he seems very well prepared for. Slime just holding for this aggression. Magila not going to be ready for this angle. Magila clearing and Slime finding. Vesta as well will find. Great stuff here. Aggression here, a bit of a jiggle from Streaken. Been a tough one here for Granny Knockers, but this is the problems, this is the issues that I raised before. We're seeing these weaker investments. It's 4 MP9s against 5 AKs, and as you can see, this is the result of it. It'll be vital for both Slocker and Streaken to save. If Streaken actually has a little bit of a deeper looking ladder, it might be able to find Zeden in window. Zeden dropping down, Streaken spotted. Streaken can find. There will be an attempt to take him down though, and found at range. Not expecting the MP9 to do much. Slocker saving is vital though. Massive, monumental. But look, WOPA straight away as the weaponry comes into play. That's when we see success for WOPA. Streaker now emerges out of the smoke and can find one. Not the greatest of sprays from Zeden, but enough to take down Magila. Slocker now, AWP in hand, already showing success here with the big green. And Granny Knockers, a chance for success here, as not only have they got the mad advantage, but they double it down as the low HP Zeden's been found. Shrieking now. Top connector just jiggling. It's Slime and Vesta to attempt to make their way through. One versus 3 here for Slime. We've seen some big clutches so far, but this one's surely too tall of a task. The bomb's been dropped and he's spotted by Slocker. Lovely stuff here from Granny Knockers. They continue some success already on Mirage. A much better performance, a much better showing. We're already seeing Granny Knockers match the amount of rounds that they got on Nuke already. Slocker now going to be taking a little bit more of an aggressive fight, an aggressive peek here towards ramp. I think we're just going to see Slocker post and allow his teammate, I believe Baggies, just to get deep towards ramp. I think it's the right decision. No downside really. Slocker now. Or posted up, climbing toward Ticket.
Oh, takes down Slime on the AWP. That's an excellent find with the mid-aggression shown from WOPA. And now Vesta has retrieved the big green. Flashbang over the top of Connector. This is where Granny Knockers, they've got the man advantage. They don't actually need to fight here. In doing so, they could lose the pick, and that's where things can become a little tough. Vesta trying to boost on up, but the movement's not perfect. Great tag there. Zeden's been chipped away at. And Magila ready and waiting. Very much prepared for this aggression towards short. Sadivo now tucking himself behind the smoke. Slock has been tagged down quite heavily. A possible 2-on-4, but the aggression from Streak, and I like him playing on the front foot. It's all on leaks. Probably the best player here for WOPA, the one man to do it, but Sadivo, he does such a good job to maneuver his way around the smokes, makes things work, and this is a far better performance here for Granny Knockers. WOPA now. We need to see a change of success for them, as their chances of a 2-0 are slipping away. Something to point out though, from what we've seen from WOPA in the past here on Mirage, is their T side is pretty poor, pretty weak, it has to be said. It's their CT side in which they thrive. And that's the excellent thing that they have to offer. We need to see a couple rounds at least being put up by WOPA. If they don't find 4, that's where things can become really tough. Great HE grenade. In fact, Vesta does dodge it, but with Baggies atop balcony, can find Noffy with ease. Bit of a split attack here from WOPA. Attempting to show enough presence and pressure here towards the A-bomb site for allow these players to push out of apartments. Magila, though, so comfortable to find 2 here. Baggies aggressing towards ramp as well. Not a single point of damage dealt here to the Granny Knockers side. Five to 1 start here though for GK. An excellent performance from them. And it seems as though if things continue, we're looking at a possibility for a trading in maps. We mentioned here for Granny Knockers, we haven't seen them play all too much of Mirage when it comes to their HLTV games. But something we've got to point out, with the player break finishing up a couple months back, there's definitely going to be some teams that have worked well on maps that people haven't seen them on. Kind of a little bit of a punish pick. And I think WOPA, obviously a strong Mirage team, but far too confident here to pick a map where they've just kind of got many unknowns. Just locking out, orb in hand. Lovely stuff here. Streaking can get to Magila as well. Nice on the MP9. WOPA! It just looks so poor in this one. Sadivo will close things out to find Zed. And Granny Knockers, they continue. It's a 6-1 scoreline here. This is WOPA's map pick. It was meant to be a strong showing from the... Granny Knockers, though. A far better performance when it comes to individuals. Magila looking very, very good so far. 10-3 currently. Magila, nice double, finds his third. Sadivo as well. Sadivo's a player who had a very, very tough time of things. Slime gets 2, but cannot get any more. So tough hit.
And a 7-1 now. WOPA, the performance they've shown on Nuke has not been brought across here to Mirage. It's devastating. As I pointed out before, WOPA, with every opportunity to close out this series in 2. But they just look so poor here on Mirage. Looks like we're seeing two completely different teams across these two maps. WOPA on Nuke looked absolutely excellent. Great double opener here from Noffy. Oh, he makes it a triple. Surely to go down here, but somehow been allowed to escape. And now WOPA showing a little bit more competition here on their T side. And now Zeden. Close here to Con. The finances are looking pretty good for Granny Knockers, but realistically, there's no point in them going for. There's no point of them giving this one a go. Ooh, Sadivo's been found by Zeden. And now all on Magila. Obviously, we're just expecting a save here. No need for weaponry to be thrown away. Bit of a spam there through the smoke. But not enough time to go for this one. Secure the AK, I think that was the intended goal, but there is a player close to the murder hole. Oh, they can take him down, and Vesta will in fact find. Excellent stuff here. WOPA. A really, really good performance in that round. They take down plenty of players. They do a lot of work there. Baggies. Had good games so far, but for this to be a convincing victory, for this to be a dub here for WOPA, we're going to need to see them two stepping up as well. Noffy, lovely double opener. Oh, great find from Slime, in fact. Magila on a flank. And the change of pace here for WOPA and the change of kind of identity on their T side has been excellent. We've seen them look to try and take control towards middle, and that's where failures have been seen. But now, the change up is wonderful. Looking for these site takes, and it has to be said, Noffy and Leaks have been good on these openers. Noffy 7 and 7. Slime now. Warp in hand, posted up, spots out Sadivo, and it's all on Slocker now. 1 versus 4, AWP in hand. And as I mentioned before, WOPA, their T side, usually one of which they falter. If they can find themselves a couple rounds here, that's where there is a real chance. Oh, and the T's, they're giving up opportunities here. They're giving possibilities to the AWP of Slocker. If he can find the bench. Oh, the missed shot is devastating. And Leaks can eliminate AWP to be saved as well by Zeden, but WOPA continue now. And the finances slowly going to be drained here for Granny Knockers. A loss in this round, and we should see WOPA find 5. A great resurgence here on their T side. And look, an opportunity here for WOPA to sneak in the final moments. And as I mentioned before, if WOPA can find 4, I'm feeling confident that they can take this map just on the basis that the win rate on their CT side is excellent. Slime could look to find this opener on the jump spotting Sadivo. Slime now, posted up, Leaks to creep close. No casualties been seen in the first minute or so. Slocker currently playing towards connector. Bit of an off angle as he's playing kind of just towards lower. Position they might not be able to be prepared for, but that's a great HE grenade. Slime and Leaks really feeling the force there of those HEs. Smoking Cod. Slocker's reposition is excellent. We've got Magila towards the ladder as well. If players boost into window, really are going to be damaged, really going to be taken down. Slocker can get one onto Zed, and as the smoke fades, that's when Leaks emerges. We still got 2 defenders here on the A-bomb site, and with Sadivo finding Slime, it is going to be a pretty one-sided defense. But Vesta doubles down, he finds both Baggies and Streaken. The A-bomb site's been ripped open, and now it's all on Sadivo. No utility to work with, no defuse kit. A really difficult scenario here. Will be able to retrieve the kit. He has got himself a flash as well. Vesta's low HP, but he's tucked away towards Firebox, and both these players aren't facing the bomb now. Close to being halfway ticked, and Sadivo trying to figure out where these final 2 players reside. Going to be a check towards CT, and finally he's made steps. This is where we can see the ramp player progress on up. Tap of the bomb. He is off of it. Posting towards Connector, but that's when Vesta peaks. A triple from Vesta, a double from Leaks. The final 2 players surviving here for WOPA were the ones to do the heavy lifting in round number 11. And as I mentioned before, the finances here for Granny Knocker's not perfect. It will allow WOPA for an easy finish here in this half, but an incredible resurgence. Scoreline going from 7-1 to a possible 7-5. 4 rounds on the bounce here for WOPA would be absolutely excellent. But once again, it's this kind of change of playstyle that's worked well for WOPA. Instead of trying to fight for middle, they're attempting to just brute force their way into a bomb site. We're going to see it towards A, and Zeden has this late lurk in middle. He can find Slocker. There's a player tucked away towards stairs, in which Zeden won't even check. But now with the information of these 2 players on A, there should be a simple take here for WOPA. Rotating in is Magila. 2 players to face. Timing will be excellent though. That is the bomb carrier. Needs to secure another. Is successful. Now final players. 22 points of health combined, but against the AWP of Slime. And he's been chipped away as well. Onto the Deagle. Slime goes. Both players creeping close. And they will win the round to Devo. A success story for him. Magila as well, finding 2. And Granny Knockers can end it with 8. As I said, 8 rounds is where things could get interesting, because Granny Knockers, they just need 5. 5, all that's required here to close out map 2. Pistol round is going to be everything here for WOPA. I'm not loving the split from Granny Knockers. 1 towards ramp, 1 in Palace, and 3 and under. Hopefully enough presence and pressure can be shown towards the players in under. Otherwise, that's where this round becomes very difficult. We're going to have to see, 2 quick kills come through. Otherwise, things could look very tough for the ramp and Palace players, especially with the positioning of Vesta. Streaken, gonna be creeping. Oh, they've taken so much space here. They can find Slime quite comfortably. He's tucked away in window. They need to deal with the players towards side. Exploit 1 towards Ticket, and now the aggression comes through. Excellent openers here. Man advantage now for Granny Knockers. A great pistol call, of which WOPA seem caught off massively in Magila. They're not even going to check him. He's in a great position here to find them both and lines them up. Magila's double will confirm the round, and it's another clutch attempt here for Slime. I think we all know, though, an impossible 1v4. Needed to hit that instant headshot, but not able to do so, and Slocker will be the one to close out the round. And 4 USPs in the hands of Granny Knockers, and they work them well. Retrieved from the dead bodies. But WOPA, as mentioned, they really needed that pistol. A tough one, it has to be said. And now, WOPA's force buy has been seen. Slime saving a little bit of money to bring out the big green. A lot of players towards the B-bomb site here from WOPA, and the call, as they'll realise, not correct, as it is going to be this A play here from GK. creeping out here. Slime now. Work to do. Great shot from Slime on the Deagle. Excellent stuff here. And WOPA are going to continue this gamble. I think they know that the A-bomb site's been taken and they're just playing for the save. A very interesting decision there. I guess it means I have weapons to fight with in the next, but I think the idea of the Force is to find the round and keep your opponent's finances low. It's not about keeping these weapons in play, but I guess with that solo A-site defense, risks had to be taken. But look, this is a very different performance here from WOPA.
Terrorists win.
Granny Knockers, they can find themselves their 10th. And now, with only 3 rounds to find, WOPA, we've got to see a stronger performance from them. But a third map does look like where we're going. Anubis on the horizon here, and less of a change comes through for WOPA. And although it might sound a little out of the ordinary, I think WOPA have got to win this round. We've got to see the MP9s and the Deagle prevail here. Otherwise, things could look a little too tough for them. But the MP9s are excellent. Zeden and Leaks able to eliminate, and that's the bomb towards top middle. I like the aggression here from Sedivo, and Magila not only finds one, doubles down. Zeden with the trade though, puts it into this 2-on-2, aware that these final players are probably towards the A-bomb site, and Baggies, lovely double to secure the round. And GK continue. The opening picks found there from WOPA were brilliant. It was a 5-on-3, but they throw it away by fighting. Unnecessary peeking will be their downfall here in map 2. But as I said before, Granny Knockers, we've never seen them play Mirage. No HLTV information. But it's clear to see Granny Knockers in the player break. This map is one of which they are very confident upon. Baggies. Gonna creep his way through under. Slime now with the AWP in hand. Something to mention, if Granny Knockers win this round, the game is done. I mentioned that WOPA have a good showing on their CT side in the past, but we're gonna have to see perfection here for WOPA. If they want to win it in regulation, we need 9 rounds in a row from them. And I think it's far too tough of a task. Nade of the smoking connector. Leaks now to deal with Magila. So prepared, spots the gun barrel. Great awareness there from Leaks. Window was smoked. Granny Knockers were aggressing here towards mid. So, strong awareness. Leaks is always a player that we look at for this WOPA side. To be that top performer, to be that star. Now streaking, looking to show some presence here towards A. Sedivo, just creeping behind the smoke in the hopes of finding something. A double short setup here is seen for WOPA. And with that smoke, we can see Knockers look to take some space, but Slime, great find on the late lurk. Important opener for Baggies though. Still another player towards short, of which Leaks can find. Very nice there from Leaks. Slocker on the AWP. Big kill onto Slime. Puts it down to this 2-on-2. A very possible round here now. 8 HP on Sedivo though. Leaves things quite difficult. I'd love to see the AWP swapped across, because I doubt we're going to see all too much from Sedivo here while being low. And speaking of players being low, Slocker's been chipped away at. The CTs now look to aggress. Slocker posted up, can find one. The round though, all for him to play for. All on Slocker's shoulders. And now we'll see a bit of an aggressive play, of which Slocker not prepared for. With no time, we still see the round go the way of Granny Knockers. Great discipline there from Slocker. Just to slow things down. No need to peek, realising, look,
I've got time on my side. The bomb. I'm the one who planted it. It's not for you. It's for me. And yeah, I really like what we saw there from Slocker. If he peeks and Noffy finds him, that's where the round can become quite difficult. But that's now 12 found from Granny Knockers. 8 opportunities to take it to that third map. But this is it. WOPA. 8 rounds in a row required if they want to take things to overtime. But after the performance that we saw from WOPA on map number 1, I expected far better. I expected a quick 2-0. I thought we'd see WOPA absolutely dominate. But as I said, it's the fact that Granny Knockers are an unknown entity here on Mirage. And clearly, people are going to be knowing about their Mirage performances after today. A very dominant showing. And Magila gets the pick back, bring things back to a 4-on-4. Slime needed the smoke creep final to Sadivo. Needs to deal with Slocker. Big find here from Baggies and he doubles down, but Slime will find the aforementioned Slocker, but Magila with that pick onto Slime. It puts Vesta in the 1 versus 2. Bomb attempted to be planted, but Magila's swing is excellent. And Granny Knockers, they are successful here on map number 2. We saw a 13-3 on map 1, a 13-4 here on map 2. But Anubis, gonna be a hot contest. Both teams with the same maps played, both teams with the same win rate. So Anubis should be a very, very exciting third and final map. But obviously, that's something that we'll find out after the break.
Tired of boring case openings? Do you always get only cheap skins? The Hellcase website has tons of options to upgrade your inventory. It's up to you to participate in giveaways, events, or compete with other players in opening cases. Hellcase, your world of expensive skins.
Do you have any unnecessary skins or want to sell them? Try Skinplace. Visit the website, select the skins you want to use. Easily fill your Steam trade link. Make sure we offer good prices and choose a payment method. Hit the button and boom! Instant cash. Safety. Low commissions. Instant payouts. Skinplace.
This series, obviously, it's been a bit of an interesting one. We saw WOPA take map 1 in a very dominant fashion, with it being their opponent's map pick, but then we see the reverse. We see a great performance, obviously, from Granny Knockers on Mirage. It was a map that we mentioned we didn't really know all too much about from Granny Knockers, as we haven't seen them play it, but it's clear to see they've kept it kind of in the shadows, waiting for a rainy day, and I think as an elimination game, I think this is definitely the time to be stepping up and showing up on a map like Mirage. So obviously, Granny Knockers, very, very impressive showing, and it leads for a final map of Anubis, as I mentioned before the break. Both these teams, they've played it 7 times on HLTV, and both these teams with the exact same win rate. Obviously, after today, though, that will change, as one team will be able to take themselves through to that next round, and the other to be eliminated. But Anubis, it's going to be exciting, obviously, with it being a T-sided map. It leads for that kind of aggressive playstyle, of which I think maybe will kind of favour the likes of WOPA. I feel like the way that they played on their T-sides on these maps have been kind of based off individual aggression, have been based off kind of really quick and like clinical kills, and I think that's something that could be a real difference here. Obviously, though, we have to talk about the individuals for the likes of Granny Knockers. They really, really stepped up on Mirage, which is a big turning point for them, especially after the real disappointment of map number 1. I feel like Nuke, maybe it was just a slow start for Granny Knockers. Maybe we did just see kind of a bit of a lapse in performance because it's these early morning games. It's these kind of first series of the days, and maybe nerves could have been a factor as well. But look,
into the action now. Final map of the series. Just treat it like a best of one. They've just got to treat it like that BO1. Something to point out though, from what we've seen from Granny Knockers, has in fact been quite an impressive showing on their CT side. A lot of the time you'll see these teams have success on the T side and the CT side is where it lacks, but for GK, they're able to do it on both. So, big pistol round here for Granny Knockers. I guess you could say they're starting on the favoured side, but all to start here, all to begin with Ganofi. Juli's in hand, and he will find the first, but quick trade from Slocker, and we do see Streak and find Eden. And now aggression continues. Magila. Oh, Magila's in the back lines. We're going to see a knife kill here. No, just as Vesta swings, that's when Magila has to strike. Can't opt for the gimmick knife and leaks. All that remains now, 1 versus 4 on the pistol. Just going to have to save. Obviously, we do have a second game up and coming. It's another elimination game. It's Group B, but that will be after the action unfolds on Anubis. Nice find here from Leeds. Can't double down though as the Julies for Streaken do combine. They do find. And Granny Knockers kick things off with a necessary pistol hit. The success should give them a big advantage. As I mentioned before, Granny Knockers in fact seemingly favour the CT side. So if they can have, you know, a successful half, maybe a 7-5 here on the T side, it would be a very impressive showing. Obviously, we did see WOPA force after losing the T pistol on Mirage. They opted for a little bit more of a gamble, a little bit more of a stack, trying to work their weaponry well. We're seeing the exact same game plan here. It's a stack towards the B-bomb site. It's going to be a fast B pop here from Granny Knockers, of which they might get overwhelmed. 4 defenders ready and waiting. Streaken can get 1, but Slime and Noffy combine to bring it down to this 3-on-2 scenario. Sedivo finding Vesta. Sedivo strikes again through the smoke, and Noffy attempting, but unable to do so. Still a leveled up playing field here. The problem is, we've got Zeden on a flank, and this is something Granny Knockers might not be so prepared for, but they seemingly are. Streaken an exceptional find, and now the bomb plant can come through, and with Sedivo planting here for main, Noffy cannot deny it. Still a smoke here for Streaken. Sedivo, low HP, tucked away behind this smoke. It's been rethrown, so this should give even more time for Sedivo, but it's all on Noffy. Needs to deal with Sedivo towards jail, just behind the smoke. Will emerge eventually, but the Deagle shot had to come through quicker, and Sedivo and Streaken, they give Granny Knockers their second, but it was a 4-man gamble towards B. It was an opening kill found by WOPA, and still the round goes the way of GK. An excellent opening performance here from Granny Knockers. After the dominance that we saw from WOPA on map 1, I think many expected this game already to be over. But the way the Granny Knockers have played, it's the exact same approach. It's a fast pop here towards B, 4 through main, 1 in E-box. The MAC-10 getting the opener. Streaken to resettle and ensure victory here. Bomb plant attempted, but Sedivo denies. And Vesta and Zeden all that remain, but they're getting hunted. Sedivo creeping out, spots out Zed and finds him easily, and Baggies as well with a MAC-10 in hand can eliminate. And a continual streak of success here against the eco for Granny Knockers. 5 survivors. An exceptional start here to Anubis. And with these 2 MAC-10s in play, I'm expecting a faster approach from Granny Knockers, but in fact, we've seen the first MAC-10 just been thrown out. Slocker's brought out the AWP. It's the right approach, with the knowledge that Slime will be wielding one too. But WOPA, we need to see a change for them. The series started off perfectly, and ever since, things have fallen flat. WOPA have gone silent here, and they will again in this round as Vesta's been found. Great aggression from Magila. Does a great job to get this opening pick, and in doing so, already we're seeing rotations come through. Zeden playing towards camera, will peek, perfectly timed to find Slocker. Great crosshair placement for that instant elimination, and now Magila attempting to get this late trade. He spotted the flash coming across. He's going to be aware there's a second, but Noffy's trade is excellent. Keeps this round possible for WOPA as it goes down to the 3-on-3. It is going to be this A play now. is going to be his attempt here. But Noffy back at the bomb site, no utility to deal with him. Oh, great find from Streaken. Doubles up as well as he deals with Noffy, and it's all on Leaks, the heaviest hitter here. And the nade could eliminate Baggies, but he dodges it. All this needed is one bullet from Leaks, and he will find Orc to be saved. And first round now on the board for WOPA. Leaks now. Gonna be charged up after that victory. An important clutch. Takes down the full HP player first, and that's just what gives them everything. But now, opportunity for WOPA to double down, continue their streak. Have some form of continual success on the CT side. That's the game plan. But easier said than done. Leaks now. Tapping away through the smoke in the attempt to find a player crossing through stairs. Slocker is currently there. Smoke to come through here. WOPA already playing quite timidly.
We talk about Anubis on the CT side being so tough, about it being a bit of an information
game, and that's exactly what we're seeing here towards B main. They deal with Streaken. Opening kill found by WOPA. And with that B main aggression, we're going to be seeing this play here towards the A bomb site. Triple defense for Baggies confined. Great foul second as well from Magila. Baggies as well. It's a three-man A stack from WOPA, of which it's dismantled with no casualties. Excellent stuff here from Granny Knockers. And now the final two of Leaks and Noffy. The B main aggressors. Just gonna have to save. No chance for WOPA to double down. No streak of success here. But an excellent performance here from Baggies. The double to give them the round. Obviously, Streaken had a strong start, but taken down early in this round. Was lent on by his teammates to have that success, and success certainly found. Now though, the question is whether WOPA want to invest or not. Just the two save weapons, loss bonus not great, but they are going to be giving it another crack, giving it another go. Zeden can in fact sell this MP9, and it dropped across by Noffy. Yeah, utility can come out now, which will be a big bonus. I don't love the reinvestment from WOPA though. It creates some real risks for them. Lurk smoke has been thrown here towards B main by Streaken, with the attempt to take some space and at least apply some pressure. Molly here towards doors, gonna force the CTs back, and Magila tasked with taking some control towards middle. We'll just back away now, and it seems like Granny Knockers are gonna look to end here towards B. Already we've got a deep position from Sedivo, close outside E-box, of which Slocker will be joining him. As well as Baggies. A B-side crunch of which WOPA will struggle. Just two defenders, both playing here towards dark. Such a tough site hold this is going to be, and Leaks primed for success, conveyed in. Oh, and Sedivo somehow finding while airborne. And now it's this 3-on-4. It seems like WOPA want to give this one a go though. Zeden very close towards the E-box, potentially just in the attempt to find some exits. There's no safety here for Granny Knockers. No escape apart from B main. And now Baggies looking to clear. Great off angle from Vesta. Oh, lovely find from Baggies. Not going to be prepared for Zeden, not in the slightest, and Slime can find as well. So weaponry can be upgraded. Just two players saving here for Granny Knockers, but finances, not really a problem for them. I mentioned Granny Knockers Their CT side stronger, but the fact that it's a 5-1 scoreline currently, Granny Knockers definitely gonna be favoured here. The start is excellent, and finally we're seeing attack balls scored from WOPA, and quite rightly. But it's an investment again, WOPA. With only 2 survivors, the investment, not the right call. And that's why we have seen weapons drop back. We have seen weapons sold. But a really, really good start here for the Lithuanian side. I think now for WOPA, with this being a half buy around these 2 save weapons, this should be a 6th for Granny Knockers. With 5 more to play after. A real strong opportunity for GK to set themselves up very nicely on their CT side. Nothing. Tagged down initially. A lovely attempt from Zeden. Sitting behind the smoke, waits for it to fade and finds Magila quite comfortably. This is just the default here though from Granny Knockers. Spots out Noffy, can find him. Spam through the smoke as well from Leaks. Gives away his position. The nade, the timing is excellent. We have seen Leaks escape towards jail, but now pushed back towards CT. Baggies holding for this A main aggression, of which Vesta will be found. And now an attempt from Zeden to get the trade. Has been able to do so. Dropped down to 19 points of health though. Great find there on the AWP. Confident to be going for those peaks, and Slime, he's got one of these rifles, but hasn't done much with it. Just going to be playing towards beach. All in the attempt to save this weapon. Obviously Slime going to have to drop that M4 across and can bring out the big green, but Slime not really been the start he's been wanting. It's been a tough one so far, but that's a 6th found now for Granny Knockers. Slime can get one. Oh, okay, Slime. Not only can he secure his 2nd, Slocker now 1 versus 2. Quite happy to take the damage to the bomb and make his way back towards the A-bomb site, wanting to keep the AWP alive. In a couple of these rounds, we've seen Granny Knockers lose plenty of players, and this could allow WOPA to reset them. Financially, Granny Knockers not in the best of positions currently. Obviously, players like Magila, Streakin and Slocker have got money in reserve, but Sadiva and Baggies won't have enough for a good investment in the next if they do lose this. And Slime, in fact, opted to keep the rifle. Double nades coming through. Oh, and that's the, maybe Slime's not realised that jump lines are no longer a thing. Slime seems to be getting angry at the wall, but maybe he's not checked the most recent update. Jump throw binds, a thing of the past. For the people at home that are unsure, the jump throw bind has been removed. I think binds have been taken away off the basis that that was what was aiding the snap tap. So one way of dealing with this kind of hardware advantage has cost jump throw binds. Slocker posted up here, just watching the edge of the smoke, anticipating someone to peek on out. No one showing themselves on the CT side. Oh, timing gonna be very tough here. Magila has found Vesta. There is a 2nd in Zeden. Sticking around in the Molotov, can upgrade that AK to the M4, but all this aggression shown towards A, all a ruse, as they make their way onto the B-bomb site now. WOPA very far out of the action now. Surely just a save. They've got a fair bit of utility, but the problem is no defender on the B-bomb site, no chance for them. But that's another weaponry investment going the way of Granny Knockers. They found themselves 7 hit. As I said in the round previously, Granny Knockers with 5 opportunities to continue this streak of success, and that they have done. It's been absolutely exceptional here for them on Anubis. Oh, Slocker could very comfortably go down. Baggies by his side attempting this. Still Slocker here. The nade could be everything here for Nuffy. Oh, and the Molotov's going to come through. Slocker, surely to fall to the flames. Slime will take him down. It's another round of which just the one survivor. And Shuriken could be found. In fact, he will survive. Is there enough time for the ult? Not enough. Can be invested in one, but WOPA continually keeping the finances of Granny Knockers in question. Slime getting very aggressive on the AWP, posted up towards stairs, in which Slocker might not be prepared for. I'm expecting a little bit more of a fast approach because Slocker's opted for no AWP in this round. A decision of which he may regret. Slocker, currently 3-3 though. I think he's realised, look, my team's doing a lot of the heavy lifting here with the AKs in play. I'm not finding as much impact as I potentially like with this AWP. I'm going to play with the team, with the rifle, and see what I can do as a unit. Something I've got to point out though, Vesta currently 0-8. Vesta, it's not been the best of games. Obviously had a decent performance on Nuke, but ever since, definitely been a struggle. Utility coming in over the top towards A. Slime, the lone defender here, AWP in hand. They need to be prepared for him, but the camera rotation has been found for Slime. Still able to put a kill here. He's going to force back from heaven. He's got a teammate by his side. A 4v4 retake with a fair bit of utility. We've got 2 HE grenades, a Molotov and a smoke. And the HE is dealing damage, of which Leaks will swing. Oh, Leaks can double down. Shuriken, though, finds one. Slocker as well on the rifle. Deals with the AWP of Slime. It's now all on Slocker. AK can find the first. Attempting the spray transfer, but assume that Leaks would swing from above. But no. From the stairs, Leaks emerges, and that's where he finds the pick. WOPA will get themselves their second round now. But still, a 7-5 scoreline at best for WOPA. And that's the devastating truth. Something to mention, something to point out. Zeden on Nuke. Zeden had his career high rating. Yet still here, Zeden. Been a little quiet on Anubis. Now it's on Slocker once again. Another clutch for him to win. Another 1 versus 2. Certainly not going to be easy, but at least has the bomb to work with. Slocker. Not an easy clutch. He's going to make his way back towards the A-bomb site. The one thing that Slocker has in heaps is time. A minute to work with. The main goal to isolate one of these picks, but no one on the A-bomb site. A fair bit of utility here for Slocker though, so we could see the bomb go down. Maybe a smoke towards camera. But the CTs seem very confident that Slocker's still going to make his way back towards B. But you can see the nerves, you can see the worry here for Slocker. Forced to drop the smoke for the plant. Very worried about camera. They're both going to be making their way through A main though. And with the bomb planted for heaven, this could allow an opportunity for Slocker. Do have a fair bit of util though for Vesta and Zeden. Slocker hoping to catch one of these players out. I like the decision making here for WOPA. Sticking together. It now will be the stick of the bomb, of which Slocker's attempting to find. 5 second defuse, but Slocker struggling. And we will see Zeden taking enough attention away from Vesta. The defuse comes through. And a 1 versus 3 attempt, sadly not confirmed. Granny Knockers. Another round though for WOPA. Another opportunity to claw things back level. Exactly what they need. Still though, plenty more Counter-Strike to be seen here on Anubis. Plenty more success for both sides. Slocker. The second he's been switched to this AK, we've seen instant success. Gone from 3 and 3 to 9 and 4. Streaking as well has had big moments. The Molotov gonna force Zeden back, of which Magila deals with it very comfortably. Slime, he's naded the smoke, nothing spotted, and now it's the play through A. No one here though, no defenders. They can take control of Heaven quite comfortably. Streaking is alone though in the MP9. Oh, the MP9 doesn't find. And surely as we head into the last round after this, it's got to be a save for WOPA. There's no benefit them going for this. They're going to try and keep the weapons in play. Certainly the right decision. But an 8th round now for Granny Knockers. And this is where we have to say things could be too far gone for WOPA. The only reason I say this is Granny Knockers, in fact, their T side is where they seem to falter. A 42% win rate on their T side in the last couple months, yet their CT side is where successes lie. But WOPA, they started off this series with a very, very dominant nuke. It was a 13-3 scoreline on their opponent's map pick. Everyone stepping up massively for WOPA, yet here, far too many players in the dark. Vesta 1 and 11, Zeden 6 and 10, Noffy as well 6 and 9, Leaks and Slime, the only 2 players with a neutral / positive KD. No one putting up enough numbers here for WOPA. And that's the devastating truth. We see such a successful start, but Granny Knockers, they come back into the game on Mirage. They establish dominance so far on Anubis. If this final round goes the way of Granny Knockers, could be safe to say this game's done. Great opener from Streakin, can't double down, but Noffy's trapped. He's got 3 players coming his way, gonna try and drop the smoke, and Noffy can find both of them. Exceptional double. 3rd overall. And now it leaves Sadivo and Baggies in this 2v4 scenario. But Noffy, not only is he lucky to find the first, should have been taken down after. But no, great spray. They line up. AWP retrieved. And a 4th on the horizon here for WOPA. Zeden now. Pressure coming his way, but he finds the first. And will take down Sadivo as well. So WOPA finally show a bit of success towards the end, but 4 rounds on the CT side might not be enough. Obviously we know that this map is very T-sided, but potentially not to this extent. Obviously something to take into account. Granny Knockers, they did take the pistol, so I guess you could say of the remaining 10 rounds, they do find 4 of them. So pistol round though required here now for WOPA. A loss here could be devastating. And it looks as though WOPA with a simple B hit. Smoke's coming down, of which Sadivo trying to drop one beforehand, but they are in front of it. Sadivo's been dinked. Very low HP for Sadivo, Investor and Leaks. Great openers here towards B. Vesta very deep as well in CT. Gonna take the fight onto Magila, of which he gives up his life. Slide. Heard the steps here for Streaker. Will be able to take him down. And now it's all on Magila. Tap of the bomb though. They've spotted him off it. Kit has been retrieved. Slime though. Lovely shot on the P250. But a really needed pistol round here for WOPA. Without it, no chance of coming back into the game. Still trailing by 3 though. Granny knockers. Just going to be the eco here for them. Don't want to take any risks. Risks that we have seen taken by WOPA. Going to be a stack towards the A-bomb side of which WOPA stay clear of. Once again, just a simple B hit. Nothing out of the ordinary, but Leaks on the front foot to clear. Spots no one towards the back of the bomb site. It's cleared out E-box now as well, and we'll drop the smoke to confirm the round. Zeden still with a pair of Julies. Confident that the rest of his team could win it without him. With it just being the USPs, there's nothing really to lose, but also nothing to gain. I think they know that they'll fall to the rifles. Just a stack here, an Astralis stack in canals in the hopes that someone would probe here towards the E-box, but no one.
Terrorists win.
No one for WOPA even looking that way. WOPA though put themselves at touching distance away from their opponents now. Full investment here, of which perfections aren't seen. We've got a FAMAS on Shuriken, utility not perfect. At least a one defuse kit is seen. Big round here though for WOPA. They won the pistol. They bested eco. But now against the full buy we need to see success. The bomb dropped outside A. Leads for some form of information that WOPA could be heading here. A lot of control taken from Slime. Might look to get himself towards E-box, and with that Molotov ensures that E-box is clear. It is a triple stack here towards the B-bomb site. Great find from Magila. Preemptive spam confines Eden. And now a quick rotation. It is going to be this A play. Noffy currently holding for any flanks through B main, but no one will come there. Shrieking now holding camera from Orange. Magila just jiggling. Smoke towards Heaven. Molly on the back of the bomb site. Magila dealing damage, but Leaks can find him. And now Shrieking with work to do. So prepared, WOPA. And Leaks as well can find. Noffy takes down Sadivo. All on Slocker and Noffy. Excellent there. Gets himself in the back lines and can find. And WOPA, they get themselves their 7th. Another expected weak investment for Granny Knockers, and we could be seeing a leveled up game here now. WOPA now showing far more convincing efforts for success on Anubis. Nice find from Leeds. It is going to be this A play here. Magila posted up. Oh, Magila! There was a chance at a collab there with the Deagle. I thought they lined up perfectly, but apparently not. Great from Slime as well to take down Streaken. Baggies and Slocker, now all that remain. An elevated angle for Slime as an attempt to catch off anyone. The final 2 CTs to make their way through middle, and timing could be absolutely excellent. He gets 2 great shots from Baggies. Needs to find the 3rd, but Zeden. Bit of stabilisation. Finances looking good for WOPA.
even with 3 players falling in that round. And finally, it's a tactical pause called here by GK. I think they finally realised that even after their strong performance, nothing is all too confirmed. And now the timeout has come to an end. We do return. Something to point out though, this was a very strong start. I believe a 7-1 scoreline. Yeah, 7-1 here for Granny Knockers. And now we're looking at an 8-8. A great comeback here from WOPA. Exceptional. Nice setup here. Slocker. Gonna be flashed off the angle. Still this double A for Vesta to deal with. Not an easy setup. It looks like WOPA are going to make their way towards middle. And this air aggression's going to come through. Slocker, he's posted up towards Vesta. He is so sure that Vesta's playing here. Whether it was a gun barrel spotted or something. Vesta makes his way back up to Ruggs, of which he's not been silent about it. Control now to be taken. Great shot from Slocker, he can find. And now it's this crunch towards the A-bomb site. They'll be aware of the one, they'll be aware of the orb, but Leaks can find. And now realises there's still a second player to deal with. Magila can find him though. A 3-on-3, a possible round. And Magila can swing, could have denied the plant. But now that the molly's fully down, unable to do so, Noffy. Found by Magila. Man advantage, the orb of slime needs to push through camera. Oh, and the Kalat comes through, but Magila can find his teammate. It's a one-on-one here, a tough one for Slime. Magila repositioning, reload scene, shot comes through from Slime. And Slime just taking his time here, goes for the no-scope, and now Magila realises the bomb isn't planted for him. It could be this stick, but Slime's so quick, needs to try and find him. Oh, the missed shot from Slime is devastating, and I believe there is enough time here. The defuse can come through. And finally, we see Granny Knockers shut down this streak of success. Absolutely excellent there. A perfectly played retake. Granny Knockers take the lead once again, but the weaponry weaker than what we saw in the last. 2 MP9s in play, 2 M4s, and the AWP on Slocker. Deep smoke thrown here into connector. Once again, we've got plenty of players for WOPA here outside of A. It's all going to be about timing on Streaken's nade, and as they look to creep on in, this would be excellent for the HE. We'll send it in now. Tiny bit of chip damage onto Vesta. Great deep nade there onto Noffy. A 51 damage HE. Flashbang to come over the top from Baggies, attempting to help out Sedivo with the molly down. Baggies going to have to send the smoke to help. But the aid, not quick enough. And now Baggies a little bit alone, but Slocker's rotated in. The AWP to help out. Utility to be sent from Zeden towards middle to sell somewhat of a fake. Volley and Evox, Vesta's taking control. Peeking behind the Molotov, but Slocker can get one. Now to be posted up on Ebox. Streaken, gonna be in the back line, gonna be very quick here. And the T's not gonna realise. And Magila can find one as well as he plays towards jail. And Granny Knockers, they find themselves the 10th. They're gonna reset the finances of their opponents, and 11 should follow. Heating up here in the final round. Granny Knockers with the lead, expected to extend it. Should be 2 rounds away from taking the series and continuing their chances to make it through to the Swiss stage. Obviously the winner here still has other games to play, other opponents to face. But the chance of elimination for WOPA creeps closer. Or Slocker finds Noffy down. Magila now. Good enough to find two. Zeden has retrieved the AK, spotted one. Nice flashbang there for Slocker. Should slow things down and allow a teammate to come to his aid. Great find from Slocker. And the AK has fallen. Retrieved now by Vesta. But with Baggies his swing, Vesta not prepared. And Granny Knockers, they find themselves at all-important 11th. 1 away from 12. 1 away from map and series point. And the full investment is seen from WOPA. A loss in this round for WOPA and it is over. It is done. Elimination so close. Granny Knockers. The start of this series was a poor one for them. They lost 13-3 on their map pick. But it's clear to see the mental resilience from this Lithuanian 5-stack. And now Slime, orb in hand, wants something a